My personal mantra and how I make all the decisions in my life is acting out of love and not fear. Let me tell you the story how this came into my life. I'm a recovering introvert. I used to be very, very introvert. I was very shy, and I realized that this was holding me back in business and in life. A good friend of mine was crushing it with networking. I saw how much fun he was having and the results that he was getting, and I wanted this as well. So I did two things. I went to networking events in Los Angeles twice a week, and I talked to everybody and their mom to overcome this shyness, and I did Toastmasters, which is public speaking courses. And after doing this for a while, due to, I guess, exposure therapy, I overcame my shyness and I became more confident, and it worked. But the real switch in my head was flipped when my yoga teacher said, every decision in life you either make out of love or out of fear. These are the two basic emotions why you do pretty much everything in life. And if you do act out of love, you're on the right path. If you act out of fear, you're on the wrong path. Let me give you a few examples on how you can apply this, or how I'm applying this in my life. Sales, for example. I used to hate sales with a passion, even though I'm an entrepreneur, but selling was always like, I felt like a used car salesman shoving something down the customer's throat. But once I understood this love not fear concept, if you sell something out of love, you sell it because you're going to enrich the person's life that's buying from you. And then I can even be a pushy salesperson, say like, hey, freaking buy this, it's gonna be amazing for you, and you will feel where I'm coming from. Versus if I sell out of fear, I sell this because I have to pay my mortgage, I have to hit my sales numbers, and I can't sell for the life of me. And you'll also feel where I'm coming from, and you're less likely going to buy. The other example is public speaking. I used to hate public speaking. I guess most people are more afraid of public speaking than of death. And it was the same thing for me, maybe even a little more extreme than for other people. And when I was on stage, when I was full of fear, I thought, do people think I have a weird German accent? Do people think I look weird? Do people think what I'm telling them is stupid? And then I just can't give a presentation. And I also don't want to give a presentation because it feels horrible. But if I'm up there or recording this video, for example, I would have never done this in a million years in the old mindset. But I'm sharing this because I believe that this can help you in your life, in your business. Same when I'm on stage in front of 1,000 people, it's the same thing. I'm sharing this with the people because this can help them. And then I'm doing this out of love, and it just flows, and I can give a good presentation. Or with my wife. She always asks me to do stuff around the house. Could you assemble this piece of furniture? Could you hang out this picture? And I hate handyman work with a passion. Really, I prefer to do my taxes over this. I have a deep hate for it. And I always did these requests that my wife had out of fear, because I didn't want to have conflict with her. So I did them anyway, and I hated the process. And the result of the work was shitty because I didn't do it with love. And now that I'm aware of this concept, I still start out of fear because I still really don't like it. But I do it with love because I want to make my wife happy, and I want to make our place nicer. And all of a sudden, the work is way more fun and the result is better. Another example how you can apply, or how I'm applying love not fear in relationships. If I mess up, and if I'm not telling my wife out of fear, out of that she would flip out, nothing good will come from this. So I will always be transparent with her and share the things that I did. Or like the same thing with feeling guilty. I messed up and I'm sitting in the corner feeling guilty and feeling bad, because I did XYZ to my wife. She has no benefit from this. I'd rather be in a mindset of like, okay, I messed up, accept it, and be acting out of love, acting like, what can I do to make the situation better? What can I do to make sure this never happens again? What can I do to make up for this? If you're in this positive mindset, things will be much better in life for you and for everybody around you. Be transparent, act out of love, share it with them, but not in a way that they get scared. Just like share it with them that they're also empowered, that they can act out of love and change things for the better.